So most of you will click away in the first few seconds of a video, and that's just one of the things that I learnt this year. Another thing I learnt was that a lot of you don't like a video of me just talking. This video is unfortunately going to be a video of me just talking to you guys. Your personality, your charisma, your attitude, the way you look, the way you are, is all the things that sell a YouTube channel. So if you're good looking, you have a good personality, and you can have a good talent, something remarkable, something people are interested in, something people want to see, then your YouTube channel will grow. I personally don't think my channel will grow because I have this weird kind of confrontational personality with you guys, and I can be quite down on myself sometimes, and I think that really doesn't come across well to you guys. I also found out that you shouldn't obsess over your thumbnail, your search compatibility, your the how relevant your video is, and etc. etc. Because it ultimately doesn't matter. What really matters is the content within your video. Having said that, you shouldn't overly obsess on trying to gain every second of watch time that you can. So if you're still watching this by now, I'm so grateful, because I have not done anything in this video to enable you to carry on watching this any longer than you're in this video. You're listening to me talking right now, and what I'm doing this video for is to try and get into the psychology of watching somebody talking, because there's a lot of YouTubers that ultimately just sit in front of a camera and talk. That's basically all they do. And you're right here right now and listening to me. I am not going to edit this footage at all. So if I pause, if I go like I normally do, then you guys are gonna catch that. Because I want this video to be about me, to be about my personality, about what I've learned this year. So another thing I learned this year is that is key. So who you are on YouTube is the key element to your YouTube channel growing. If you're a good person, if you're likable, watchable, then your YouTube channel will grow. Finally, I also learned that ultimately the world outside your YouTube channel matters more than your YouTube channel. That being that if you have a girlfriend, like the one that just walked in, she matters more than your YouTube followers or your subscribers or your Facebook likes or anything like that. Now, to get exposure on YouTube is incredibly difficult. You have to have a video that's watchable, searchable, likable, commentable. It has to be something that people can engage with and share. And finding that niche, finding that thing, and not being part of a very crowded market is very, very difficult. The best success I've had this year is with anything to do with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump was very searchable at the time. Having said that, a lot of people dislike the video because it's an opinion video and because I'm portraying a political opinion. So that brings me on to the last thing I learned this year, which was that ultimately people like to shut other people down on the internet. They don't like an opinion that differs from themselves. They feel we're getting ever more kind of divided and closed off, and people aren't really engaging and communicating and being friendly with each other like they should be. I fear that the world is becoming more of a isolationist society rather than a shareable society. Even though we have the internet, I feel that a lot of people, even on YouTube, are becoming skeptical of the elite, the people that own YouTube, the people that own the British government, the people that own the American government, and they ultimately try and vote against the status quo, and they react against the status quo. There's many videos this year just complaining about the people that run YouTube, and it's because they don't like the status quo changing in a way that affects them and in a way that doesn't benefit their lives. And that's what's generally been happening a lot of times to various YouTubers. And I just want to say that I think that I do videos because I hope they benefit your life, whether it be comedic value or political value or just interesting shiz. And I'm hoping in some way this benefits your life. It helps you grow your YouTube channel, or it gives you a larger insight into what the world is and what the world's about, and some stuff that you can learn from making a YouTube channel. So you can put loads of effort into making a really, really good video on YouTube, and put loads of effort into like an animation, but if that animation doesn't appeal to a general audience, doesn't strike a chord, striking a chord is the key, not necessarily being searchable or being debatable or being vicious or being controversial or anything. You should just ultimately strike a chord. If you can strike a chord, you can play a tune, you can hit that note that everybody goes, wow. That will get you anywhere on YouTube. And ultimately, I think that the likes of the big YouTubers on YouTube that have gained 50 million subs, like PewDiePie and Boogie2988, and Eugenia Cunha is there's a huge controversy with her this year. I think you've got to try and make people believe that you're you and you're doing it for them. You can't make them believe that you're doing it for you and you're being not yourself. So don't lie to people. Don't put on an act. I mean, I have to admit, I do put on an act a bit. I put on a front. Everything for a camera has this front, this lens, and if you put on that front, the more front you put on, the more disengaged you are through this lens, through this screen. You are seeing right now. So if you can, the best YouTubers on YouTube break that screen, break that barrier, and don't ultimately don't do it for views and likes and dislikes and clickbait. Clickbait is just, it does my head in at the moment. If you can break that barrier right here, then you can engage with the audience and you can reach out and see the world, and that's the beauty of YouTube. Now, a lot of people have been complaining that the corporate side of YouTube, like TV shows and shit, have been taking over the company recently, and ultimately that is kind of true, but also like we're here, the personal people are here to feed to a different market. We're here to feed to the people that like us. So I gained 200 subs recently, woohoo! And that's what I've learned. That the people who are subscribed to you matter more than the people who aren't. And a lot of people worry about the people who aren't subscribed to them, about how few subs they have, about how few analytics or how little money they're making. Ultimately, your channel, your profile, your whatever it is you have in life should be something that reflects you, that should be something that is responsible for your creation, and your creation is responsible for it. It should be something that your heart and soul has gone into. It should be something that you care about, you're passionate about, and from that, people will engage with it. If you don't care about something and you're trying to make it, then you won't make it very well. But if you really, really care about something, like I really care about this video because I really wanted to get this message across. It's really quite hard to get this message across because I've covered everything from politics to YouTube to corporations to Brexit and everything. But what I'm trying to say is that what matters most in the world is just being friends with someone, just engaging with someone, just talking to someone. I'm not shutting them out, shutting them down, and closing off from someone. So I'm hoping that video gets something across about what I've learnt this year. I guess I tried to tie everything up into the same sentence, into the same topic. Thank you for watching this video. It was a bit weird, It's just a random rant, but it's quite good to just rant sometimes. And I'll see you soon, and subscribe, like, whatever.